5 things you missed in Arsenal 3, Watford 2. That is right lads, Arsenal have won the final game of the Premier League season, not only picking up the 3 points and moving up to 8th place, but also at the same time relegating FC Cojones aka Watford down to the Championship. So not only did we see man like Troy Deeney get humbled at the Emirates, we also saw a Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang masterclass. Despite scoring 2 goals, however, it was not enough for him to win the Golden Boot over Jamie Vardy, but let's just say despite that, this was still a very interesting game. From the return of Danny Welbeck and him turning into prime Thierry Henry, to Kieran Tierney once again showing why he's the best left back the world has ever seen. But all jokes aside lads, this was a very interesting game, and let's just say as always lads, there is a lot to talk about. So with that being said guys, let's get into today's video lads, and let's discuss 5 things you missed in Arsenal 3, Watford 2. Lads, Premier League season's over, and let's be talking. Hey yo, Troy Deeney, it has been quite a few years since the comment about the cojones. And you know what lad, I will be talking about your cojones, but at the same time I don't quite fancy that. And at the same time I don't want to be wasting my time talking about Championship clubs. See you down there my friend. Yo, what is going on guys, my name is MIDFIELD and welcome back to my channel. In the video today lads, we are back again to discuss the mighty Arsenal as we beat Watford in the final game of the Premier League season 1920. It is a season lads, let's just say I want to forget about like that. But yeah lads, despite the awful season lads, Arsenal came away with the 3 points, and let's just say yeah, your boy is somewhat happy. I mean, on one hand we did make man like Danny Welbeck turn into prime Thierry Henry, but on the other hand I saw man like Troy Deeney get humbled, so let's just say your boy is slightly gassed. But all that being said guys, before we get into the video, so I'm sure to go down and smash a like on it, and also do subscribe to the channel if you're new as well. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comments below on the video itself, on the game itself, and also where does this leave Arsenal going into the future, going into the next season, and also going into the transfer window. As always, make sure to follow all my social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and subscribe to my group channel, The Offsiders lads. The links are in the description below. But with that being said guys, let's get into this and let's discuss Arsenal 3, Watford 2, and 5 things that you guys missed in this game. Lads, let's be talking. The first thing that you may have missed is the Mikel Guendouzi potential swap deal. That is right lads, once again we did not see a single second of Mikel Guendouzi, because once again Mikel Arteta chose to leave him out of the entire matchday squad. And let me get straight lads, I think this game all but confirmed, come the end of the season Mikel Guendouzi will be leaving Arsenal Football Club. I mean lads, it's written in the stars now, because this was a game after all that I thought Guendouzi might come back into the first team, and I even put him in my predicted lineup video as well. But alas lads, it simply was not meant to be, as Guendouzi was once again left out of the match squad alongside man like Mesut Ozil. And let's just get straight lads, I'll say it one more time, I think this is the end of Ozil's career at Arsenal and also Mikel Guendouzi's career. Yes, your boy is kinda sad and I wanna cry on one hand, but at the same time lads, let's just get straight, life goes on, football goes on, and Arsenal Football Club also go on as well. So with one eye on the future and the transfer window also finally being open, let's just say there has been a few interesting developments, because according to reports coming straight out of Spain, Barcelona wants Mikel Guendouzi. That's right lads, FC Barcelona have come calling, and they've apparently offered Arsenal 2 potential deals. The first deal lads is a bit of a dodgy one, because in return for Mikel Guendouzi lads, they were offering Arturo Vidal and even Rakitic, and I don't want any of them at Arsenal. Yes, they were ballers back in the day lads, but it's just 2020 lads, I am good. But the other deal lads is a bit more interesting, because that offer states that Barca will be willing to accept 50 million euros plus Guendouzi for Felipe Coutinho. And let's just get straight lads, this is a guy who your boy wants at them at the Arsenal, and I am most certainly interested. But at the same time lads, 50 million euros plus a future star player makes no sense to me, because yes, as much as Arsenal are in dire need of a creative midfielder and Coutinho could be that perfect guy, at the same time lads, 50 million euros plus Guendouzi lads, I am not that stupid and not that desperate. I'm sorry Barcelona lads, but I'm not accepting that. I mean yes, don't get twisted lads, I would really love to have Felipe Coutinho at Arsenal. I think he'd be perfect for the Arsenal midfield. I mean not only would he offer us that creative midfield that we clearly lack, but also a goal scoring threat from the midfield that we simply do not have. But despite the desperate need for the attacking creative threat lads, I also understand lads, let's not be stupid lads, this isn't career mode, because on one side yes, Guendouzi might be our favourite Arsenal, but this is still a guy who's 21 years of age. He's a potential future star in midfield, and so for me, if Arsenal are to offer him plus 50 million euros, lads, I just think that's a bit too much, and let's not be that naive in the markets. But at the same time, Barcelona don't get it twisted. If we're talking straight Guendouzi for Coutinho, that is something I'm a bit more interested in, lads, and I would like to discuss that as well. But as I said, lads, going back to Guendouzi, make no mistake, for him being left out of the match squad in this game for me puts the nail in the coffin. Guendouzi is leaving Arsenal come the end of the season. Cry about it, dread it, run from it, destined to arrive. Guendouzi is leaving the Arsenal. So lads, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Would you be happy for a potential Coutinho Guendouzi swap deal? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Because yes, Ale Mateo, I love you deep down from the heart, mi amigo, mi hermano. But at the same time, my friend, I think it is time to go. Moving on to the second thing you may have missed, and that is Arteta confirms he wants a centre back. I mean, at the same time, this should come at zero shocks to any Arsenal fans because we all know we need a centre back. But let's just get straight. We have now got full confirmation from Mikel Arteta himself that he's actively going to look to sign a centre back in the window. Because when he was asked about the injury to man like Shkodran Mustafi, he came back with a simple reply, as it is a nasty one. And he also confirmed that he will be out until the start of next season. Which on one hand, lads, does this mean Mustafi is not going to be leaving Arsenal? Because yes, I've loved Mustafi's performances so far, but also, lads, I understand that this guy's not a future Arsenal first team player, and he's also a ticking time bomb. But at the same time, lads, with him being injured, I highly doubt now that he is going to leave Arsenal come the end of the season. So lads, let me know your thoughts in the comments below on that. But of course, Mustafi now being injured to the start of next season, Arteta went on to say, I already mentioned 3 central defenders who are not available, and we haven't had them available for a long time anyway during this season. We will have to address that. And by him simply saying the addressing part there and there, it is confirmed that Arsenal are actively going to sign a centre back this summer. Now this should be no shock to any Arsenal fans. I mean, we should be in there anyways regardless. But at least now, lads, we have a bit of confirmation, lads. Here we go. And now the question really is, lads, who is that centre back going to be, and what calibre is that player going to be as well? Because on one side, lads, we have had interesting developments on the future of Dayot Upamecano. Of course, a centre back that Arsenal have craved for so long. Let's just say there are strong reports coming out of Germany that Upamecano could be now signing a new contract with RB Leipzig, basically confirming that Upamecano is staying in Germany. So if Upamecano is to now stay at Germany, who do Arsenal go for next? You've got the likes of Gabriel Magalhaes, you got players like Axel Sassy, and you've even got certain players who I've made videos on like Malang Sarr as well. So lads, it's over to you. Get in the comments, my fellow footballing scouts, and let me know what centre back you would like Arsenal to go for in the summer transfer, lads, because we are here, we've arrived, and it's time to sign a centre back, baby. Moving on to the fifth thing that you may have missed, and that is Aubameyang is world class. Well, this is something that you may have missed, but you already know regardless. But lads, I think it's once again time for me to give my annual respect to Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, because this is a guy who, yes, was this close to the goal but fell short to Jamie Vardy by 1 goal. But let's offer a bit of respect for man like Obama blood clot. Yeah, because for me, the fact that the guy scored 22 Premier League goals in, for me, one of the worst creative sides in the Premier League. Don't take my word for that, lads. That is fact on paper. Arsenal Football Club, lads, are 16th in chances created in the entirety of this season, and we simply don't have a proper attacking midfielder or a creative force in that midfield either. So for Aubameyang to still get 22 Premier League goals, lads, we need a bit of respect on my striker's name. Not only has he gone to the Bundesliga and beat Lewandowski for the Golden Boot, he's come to the Premier League, he's already got 1 goal in the bag, and he came 1 goal short of this year's Golden Boot as well, lads. Lads, it is time to give respect to Aubameyang, and Aubameyang, is time for you to sign that contract as well, because yes, we might not be playing Champions League football next season, and it hurts me to say that, but at the same time, Oba, lads, you are the Arsenal captain, you are number 14, you know, what else can we offer you? I mean, at this point, laddie, it's all over to you. Let us know if you're here. Comment below, Oba, what do you want in your contract? Do you want a brand new Lamborghini? Do you want a year's worth of free haircuts? Or do you even want a statue outside the Emirates? Because at this point, Aubameyang, I am desperate for you to sign that contract and stay at the My Arsenal. So lads, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang will stay at Arsenal and be Arsenal come next season, lads? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Moving on to the fourth thing you may have missed, lads, and that is the midfield three is the one. This is the one. Because finally, lads, Arsenal Football Club chose to not go for that horrific back three. Yes, we beat Liverpool with the back three, and yes, we beat Man City with the back three as well. But make no mistake, lads, that is not because Arteta wants to play a system, lads. It's because of the individuals we currently have. To get the the best out of players are David Luiz and so on, so you have to play a back three and make zero mistake, lads. Once Arteta gets the players he wants, we will not be seeing that back three ever again. And of course today, lads, we saw a glimpse of what the back four and midfield three can look like, lads, and I really enjoyed what I saw. Because yes, in certain points of the game we were very open and Watford were breaking us apart with ease, but at the same time, going forwards, make no mistake, we are a far bigger threat and we made a lot more chances than normal as well. Because of course Arteta chose to go for a back four and a midfield three of Granit Xhaka, Dani Ceballos and Joseph Willock. And let's just say, lads, for me, I saw the signs that I needed to see. And due to playing that midfield three, lads, I think in this game we saw some of the best of men like Nikito Pepito, aka Nicolas Pepe. Because when you have a player like Joseph Willock more close to Nicolas Pepe, you then have a more involved Nicolas Pepe. You have a Pepe who gets more on the ball and a Pepe who can cause a lot more issues. And so yes, a lot of Arsenal fans will go as far as saying, was Pepe worth the £72 million? But let me get one thing straight, lads. Once we have the proper creative midfielder next to him, only then will we see the proper £72 million worth Nicolas Pepe. Because how on earth do you expect to have a world-class front three but have not a single player who is able to get that ball consistently from the midfield to the attack and final dangerous areas? And today for me, lads, confirmed it once again. So just imagine for 1 second, once we have a proper creative force there, the effect that it will have on the team and the effect it will have on players like Nicolas Pepe. We are going to have pure teams, pure limbs next season. But I think going into the FA Cup final, lads, we're going to have to settle for a back three, lads. It is what it is. We move to next season. And moving on to the fifth and final thing, lads, and that is the worst season is finally over. And I said finally we can forget about this horrific season, because I'm not saying that for the sake, lads. The facts are on the paper. Not only did we finish the season 8th in the league behind Tottenham, Leicester, United and Chelsea, we just about finished above teams like Burnley, and the facts say it for themselves, lads. Statistically speaking, lads, this was our worst finish since 1994, and it was the first time we have finished outside the top 6 for 25 years. Not only that, lads, but going forward scoring goals, we've had an awful season as well. And the facts on paper, lads, this is the least amount of goals we scored since 1995. Your boy was 5 years old back then. And for me, the lack of goals is not down to 4 players, it's more down to the lack of creativity. And here's another fact to prove that as well. This season in the Premier League, just the 3 players alone, De Bruyne, Mahrez and David Silva created 62 big chances, whereas the entirety of the Arsenal team have only created 47. This has been an awful season. It has been a horrific season. And I'll tell you what, lads, in terms of creativity, this has been the worst season I've ever seen as an Arsenal fan. And I will go as far as saying it is one of the biggest reasons why Arsenal sit 8th in the Premier League come the end of the season itself. Yes, we can't defend, we understand that, but we've had that before. But going forwards, lads, we've always had chances created. And so make no mistake, lads, this has been horrific. A really bad season for the Arsenal. But at the same time, lads, your boy has a few positives. Because despite the awful season, lads, at least we have the emergence of the youth, which for me has been a massive positive. We've had the likes of Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Martinelli both come through. And also, lads, for me, we have one of the best young coaches in the world in Mikel Arteta. So yes, it has been an horrific season, and make no mistake, I will be erasing this from memory straight away. But at the same time, lads, the emergence of the youth and Arteta for me are massive positives. Alongside, lads, we have the FA Cup final to play as well. And make no mistake, lads, it is time for redemption, it is time for revenge. Last year, of course, we was Chelsea in the Europa League final. We got battered for 1. But alas, lads, I would love nothing more than to get a bit of sweet revenge, lads. Last year, Baku still hurts. The tears are still there. The pain is still there. The agony is still, lads. Arsenal players and Arsenal staff, it is over to you to get there, get a bit of revenge, and also bring the Arsenal trophy, aka the Emirates FA Cup, back to the Emirates Stadium where it belongs. Lads, it is over to you. Make sure you do not let me down. But with that being said, guys, I am going to end the video there. Of course, if you have enjoyed the video, make sure to go down, special like, and also do subscribe to the channel if you're new as well. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comments below on the video itself, and also on the season itself, and also on the game itself. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Also, make sure to follow all my social media, my Twitter and my Instagram, and subscribe to my group channel, The Offsiders. The links are in the description below. But with that being said, guys, I'm going to end it there and there. In the video today, lads, we discussed the final 5 things you missed of the Premier League season, lads, and let's just say it has been an awful season. I won't forget straight away, lads, but we have got the FA Cup final to look forward to. So also, players, it is over to you to end this awful season on a bit of a high. Lads, I'll see you next time in a bit.